Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey back with another video, and this video is on Matt Murray potentially going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Elliotte Friedman here with the report today, and I've talked about it in the past. I made a video a few weeks ago talking about potentially a Matt Murray-Peter Mrazek swap, different scenarios where maybe the Sens give an incentive to the Leafs or something worked around Matt Murray to the Leafs. And I think in any scenario there would be retained cap from the Sens, potentially a third team. I did want to go over it because Elliotte Friedman saying that discussions are intensifying. There's more discussions. Dubas and Dorian having conversations. So just wanted to go through different things. Also, Darren Dreger did tweet out today that Jack Campbell and Dubas met yesterday. He said it was friendly but unproductive. So it just seems like they're separated by AAV right now in term. Again, my speculation, Jack Campbell and his representation's probably around $5+ million. The Leafs are probably not budging from $4 max. That's just my speculation, my guess, right? Kevin Weeks and what I've talked about with Matt Murray, the connection with the Sioux, Sheldon Keefe as head coach, Dubas with the Sioux. So there's that connection there with Matt Murray. They've seen a couple cups from Matt Murray as well. So seeing the fact that, okay, you know what, if there's retained cap here and Matt Murray can get back to full health, and I believe, I don't know when it was, but the loss of his father also, like, Matt Murray's been through a lot, it seems like, over the last couple of years since his cup runs with Pittsburgh. It was kind of that year after with Pittsburgh, after Fleury was gone, that Murray really struggled that year. So since then, he hasn't been able to be consistent, even when he goes through a few stretches with the Sens, and even last year, he looks good, and then he gets injured. So Matt Murray's just been through a rough couple of years. I just want to go through a couple other things. Dangle's talked about it. I've mostly talked about Kerfoot, Hall, and then obviously Mrazek's gone, so that's not relevant. But Kerfoot, Hall as two of the guys that would be in this deal potentially. I did have a conversation about the Sens and what that incentive would be, and I've just kind of talked about picks really for the most part. But an incentive that would be pretty cool would be Connor Brown. I think I have it somewhere here. So some people are talking about Zaitsev. If the Sens could dump Zaitsev in another deal, whether that's with the Coyotes and maybe a bigger deal with Chychrun, I'll make a Sens video coming up. But I think, okay, so I have the Matt Murray conversations here, and there are some Leaf fans that talk about Connor Brown. Bruce Garriott here says if the Sens do move Matt Murray, wouldn't be surprised if they take a run at another goalie, either through trade or free agency. But I think at the end of the day, it really depends on how they see Philip Gustafsson this year. And then, yeah, this is kind of what a lot of Leaf fans are talking about, the thought of adding Connor Brown and Dylan Strome. The Erie connection, that could be pretty cool. There have been some rumors about Strome to Edmonton as well. But I did kind of just construct the trade here. There is another one I have here that's bigger from another fan, but I feel like it would be constructed like something like Matt Murray with retained salary, Connor Brown, maybe an incentive pick or two from Ottawa, and then Kerfoot and Hall to match cap. Again, I feel like maybe the Leafs have to include something else here, or maybe the Sens don't want to lose Connor Brown, but it's not like Connor Brown's only a 1 year left. Brown and Kerfoot, similar production, but I think in terms of Connor Brown, probably a better fit for what the Leafs want. And then Hall would just kind of be a piece back, like I said, to match cap. So I think in terms of the Sens, not giving up too much here, and the Leafs taking a shot at Matt Murray, I feel like what would incentivize the Leafs to even to do this trade even more would be to get a third team involved in this trade to retain the salary down to like $2 or $3 million. Because if the Sens aren't willing to retain 50%, get a third team in there, get Matt Murray's cap for the Leafs down to $2 or $3 million, and that's a really good bet for the Leafs to take. I mean, for a guy that Matt Murray has shown that he can be an over 905, 910 save percentage, even if he's a 1B situation for the Leafs in this upcoming year, if he's at $2.5 million cap hit for the next 2 years, that's not going to kill the Leafs. That's not bad at all. Another fan made this big thing. Again, I was just looking at that. I might make another video to talk about it. Matt Murray, Connor Brown, second round pick, and then the Leafs dump a bunch of these picks. And then the Leafs look at creating more cap space for a Travis Konechny or another kind of guy like that to get under the skin of the opposing players for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that would mean trading Jake Muzzin. There have been rumors about Muzzin going back to LA. So if the Leafs were to make a move past just moving Kerfoot and Hall for that cap, a lot of people have pointed towards Jake Muzzin being the guy to go out. You have Riley and Brody as your top two guys right now, and then after that, you're wanting to give Sandin not maybe that promise, but to give him that lane for opportunity, which is you already have Giordano in there, you already have Liljegren in there. If you trade Muzzin, your top 5, which is not horrible, it's maybe a little bit inexperienced after Riley and Brody. It'd be Riley, Brody, well, Giordano, that experience there, but obviously Liljegren, Sandin, and then whoever would battle for that final defense spot if you were to trade Muzzin, right? Giordano does balance out that experience, so you have the Riley, Brody, Giordano experience, and then Sandin, Liljegren, and then maybe another young guy. So 3 young guys, 3 guys with experience. It could be a scenario for the Leafs. And it would be interesting. I would love us. I mean, this person has the Leafs signing Max Domi as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind a scenario where if you brought Domi, brought Brown, have Konechny in there, like you have a couple guys that can be shit disturbers in Domi and Konechny. So that could be a scenario for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But let me know what you guys think. Again, there's a lot of conversations right now about Matt Murray, the Sioux Greyhounds connection with the Leafs. And a lot of people on Twitter are talking about it. So will Kyle Dubas be busy enough through this offseason to make a lot of changes? Will the Sens make some more moves? I'll have a Sens video coming out. Are they targeting guys like Claude Giroux, Jacob Chikrin, or even a guy like John Marino could be a defense target? So I'm going to talk about that with the Sens. So Leafs and Sens moves potentially coming up. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Hope to see your comments down below, and we'll chat soon. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.